Hello and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. It is the first one of the new year. So I had a lot of time to think about self-care and what it means to me over this sort of festive period. I say sort of because, let's be honest, it wasn't any of our favourite Christmases. It won't go down in history as one of the best, put it that way. But I did have lots of time just to kind of switch off and think about self-care and think about why I do it. You know, why is it so important to me? Why does it make me feel so much better in myself? Well, the reasons I came up with it is because I see self-care as this whole 360 approach. You know, it's about your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, everything being in sync and everything being quite happy and an even kind of balance. Now, it's not always easy to keep it like that, but there's definitely things that I know by implementing into my life will make it a whole heap better. So first and foremost, I want to feel good. You know, I want to feel good. I don't want to be hobbling to the loo in the morning. I don't want to swing my... I quite like that if I've been exercising and my muscles are a bit sore and you're a bit like, ooh, ah, ee, and you sit down, you're like, ah, those kind of aches and pains are good because that's new muscles, that, you know, that are being engaged. It's like new areas of our body that are, you know, being pushed. And I think it's really good for us to kind of push our bodies. You know, if you are training for anything, if there's the marathon going on, good luck, you're amazing if you are training for the marathon. But, you know, anything that you're kind of doing as a personal challenge, whether it's walking up a big hill, you know, George and I have been going for long walks in the forest, you know, just getting a lot of air, a lot of oxygen, and trying to keep fit that way. So, you know, yes, those aches and pains are inevitable, but I want to try and, I don't want to succumb to this like, oh, well, you know, because I'm going to be 49 in January. That's effectively my 50th year. I don't want to succumb to that whole, well, you're getting older now, so, you know, that's going to happen and that's going to fall off and, you know, God, you're lucky you still got that. No, I refuse. Dr. Murad, this amazing doctor, I've got an actual fact here. He says, aging is a fact of life. Looking your age is not. Hallelujah. Dr. Howard Murad, you're like brilliant. I love you. We'll cover a bit more of that in a later episode of Self-Care Sunday. But that for me, it means everything, you know? It's like we can look after ourselves, we can change our destiny, and there's so many things we can do. So back to the whole 360 approach, you know, I will always share my beauty hacks, my lifestyle hacks, my wellness hacks, food hacks, all of that kind of stuff. That is why I do Self-Care Sunday, because I am the kind of girl that likes to share the knowledge, the information that I have. When I find something that works, you better know I'm going to tell you about it. You know I do. So that's why I do my Self-Care Sunday. That's why I share it with you, and it brings me so much joy. So each week I'm going to tackle different things, but this week I wanted to tackle feeling good. So feeling good starts from within. It really does. You know, I'm all about nutrition. I'm about, you know, making sure you're hydrated, drinking a lot of water, and supplements as well. Supplements are something I've always done, you know, since I was, you know, even younger, even in my early 20s, I've always taken vitamin C. That's something that I've always been very aware of needing for my skin. But more recently, collagen. Collagen is something that is unbelievable. Now I've sort of started researching it more. It's a protein that we all have in our bodies. It's an important protein. It's so important. It helps with the connective tissue, the muscles, the ligaments, the bone density. It helps with your metabolism. It helps with your heart health, your gut health. You know, it helps to strengthen your skin. I go for lots of like collagen boosting treatments. Dr. Galen has got some great machines, and I've done lots of different treatments with her just to boost the collagen. The collagen is keeps the structure of the skin, the muscle, the bounciness. It helps with evening out of skin tone, helps with the wrinkles, sun damage. It helps hair to feel stronger, healthier, glossier, nails, bones. Literally, there's nothing that collagen doesn't do. We need it, and it is in abundance in our bodies, but it does start to deplete. Now, I did a talk with Dr. Dinnock. In fact, I did a couple of talks with Dr. Dinnock last year, and a lot of them didn't work out because of my Wi-Fi, but we did eventually get to speak. And I have been on this like collagen journey for the last kind of three and a bit months now. And I have to say, I absolutely love it. It's really, you know, it's just one of those things that as you get older, it does start to deplete. So we do need to kind of start taking it as a supplement form. And there are loads out there, believe me, there really are. But the one I like is Correxiko. The thing I like about Correxiko is that it's a sustainable source of collagen, first and foremost, and a very high quality. Because I think, you know, this is a bit of a cliche, but your health is an investment. It really is. You know, you can't put a price, like I said, on bouncing out of bed in the morning, feeling good. You know, I've had a couple of little aches and pains in my toe, my right toe, and I started noticing it a couple of years ago after I did a trek in Romania, and we were walking, you know, crazy hills, and my toe never ever recovered from it. And I don't know whether I perhaps put more weight on my right foot. I think a lot of people do, but that joint of my toe, between my foot and my big toe, was always really achy. So, you know, I don't want to just suffer. I don't want to say, you know, well, that's just old age, that's just arthritis, that's just going to happen. I am saying no to that. I'm not succumbing to that. I want to feel good. And I think when you feel good, you look good. It has a massively positive knock-on effect. So collagen, it has become my new best friend. I started researching it after a lot of you were asking me on my DMs, like sliding into my DMs, what collagen do you take? What collagen do you take? And I was like, I need to investigate this situation. So I have, and I love it, and I found it. I take the marine collagen. Like I said, you can do the bovine if you want. Again, pasteurized cows, sustainable, good quality. If you want the bovine, absolutely personal choice. I take the marine. It's wild caught, let me find it, Canadian wild caught fish. And you can get powders and you can get pills. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the pills, the marine collagen pills. Now I take 4 of these every morning. So the reason for this is first thing in the morning, hot water with lemon. Well, actually I take something else first. I take something from my tummy first, but then I take my hot water and lemon and my marine collagen in pill form. Now this is just easier for me. I could just take the pills, hot cup of water with lemon or lime, and that's my vitamin C, double whammy of vitamin C, because you've got the vitamin C in here, you've got the collagen, and you've got the hyaluronic acid. So that's kind of my preference of taking those in the morning. But then throughout the day, I take my powders. Now I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can take your powders. The good thing about it is there's no taste, there's no flavor. You can cook, and that's for both of them as well. You can cook with them, so you can add them to your cakes, your stews, your soups, make some collagen cookies, send me the recipe, it sounds delicious, I already can taste them. But yeah, there's ways that you can take the collagen powders. It's a really fine powder. It dissolves into anything. Like I said, you can cook with it because it doesn't taste. My top tip would be, first thing in the morning, if you aren't going to take these, you can take the powders, but take them into either a smoothie or hot water with lemon or lime, or equally a glass of cold water and just a squirt or a squeeze of lemon or lime, because first thing in the morning you want that vitamin C, which is going to help the collagen absorb into our bodies, which is what we need. You know, we're taking it internally for a reason. We want to boost the collagen that is depleting from the age of 18. You know, there's loads of factors, and actually over Christmas, every after 8 I ate, I thought, the shit that's taking my collagen. Glass of wine, I was like, sugars! You know, it's like sugar and smoking and sun and stress and alcohol and all those kind of things just have this, they just zap the collagen even more. I mean, it's depleting anyway, but those things do not help that kind of lifestyle, you know, having fun basically. So unfortunately, we do need to take it in a supplement form. Now, I love these pills. You can only get the marine pills, you can't get the bovine pills. At least I think I've only ever seen these. I think because I like the marine, because I'm sort of more vegan this kind of last 6 months, but I do still have a little bit of fish every now and then. So the marine sort of appeals more to me, but it's totally personal preference. A lot of people make bone broth. That's a great way to get your collagen. You get a better strength of collagen from these products, let me just tell you. And I really like to take these, and I like to take the powders. Now the powders, you take 2 tablespoons twice a day. If you want, you can take more. It actually isn't harmful at all. Some of you have asked me before, can you OD on collagen? No, you can't. You really can't. It's absolutely fine. You just want to take it into our bodies. We want to start to soften the lines, plump up the skin, help with our hair, our nails, our bone density. You know, menopause, that's another thing that kind of blitzes the collagen from our body, you know. And I think us girls, we need, you know, yes, we're going to invest in products to put on our skin. So we need to invest in collagen to take internally to really help as well. Because there's a lot of things hormonally that are against us. Can't speak, I'm getting excited. There are a lot of things hormonally that are against us. So I'm going to show you how I use my collagen. The Big Daddy, this is the 1 kg, which I keep in the kitchen. And what I do is you're supposed to have 2 tablespoons. Now, depending, if you're having it throughout the day, you don't have to have it all in one go. But because it's such a fine collagen peptide, it dissolves into your tea, coffee, hot water with lemon, your smoothie, however you want to take it. Remember, you can also cook with it. I'm just going to show you how it dissolves though. So in we go. Pour in your coffee. And what I do is I just leave it. I just leave it to dissolve. There you have it. It is pretty much dissolved. There's a tiny little bit there and a little bit there, but that will just completely dissolve. If you've got your milk in there, any kind of milk substitute, plant-based or whatever you drink, you won't see those little, it's barely even there. Because it's such a fine peptide, it just dissolves. And of course there's no taste, no flavour. So you can have your coffee, your collagen coffee. And then a cup of tea, mid-afternoon. Throw in my collagen. Comme ça. And pour that in. Literally leave it to just dissolve. I prefer not to stir it because sometimes if you stir it, it goes a little bit congealed. But I just leave it to kind of like, look, fizz away and dissolve. So let's have a little look. There we go, look, completely dissolved. Absolutely full of collagen. There's 2 whole tablespoons in here. You're supposed to take 2 tablespoons twice a day. Super easy to do because like I said, it just dissolves and there's no flavour. Smoothie, chuck in some of your berries, your strawberries, your raspberries. Glass of water. You can add your yogurt, you can add your oats. I'm going to use that one. Unsweetened almond, just a little bit there. Your 2 tablespoons of collagen powder and blitz. Cover your ears. So there we have it, just a few suggestions of how you can have your collagen throughout the day. Obviously the smoothie, there was a lot of water in there was hardly any milk at all, but you can add, obviously it's personal preference, you can add bananas and avocado, and you can add seeds and nuts and, you know, yogurt and ice cream if you want, whatever you want. But it was just to show you how to take it. So I thought it would be really good to have a little collagen challenge for the next 3 months, because you won't notice a difference within a day. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. It depends on how depleted your collagen is already in your body. And, you know, the sort of severity of your aches and pains. So, for example, my skin, I noticed it within a couple of weeks, just looking more luminous, more glowy, more plump, you know, less dehydrated, which at this time of the year, I mean, come on now, it's like the heating's on, it's been absolutely bloody freezing. You know, not drinking as much water perhaps because of Christmas, getting a little bit slack. You know, slowly getting back into things now that it's the new year. But I thought if we kind of did it together, then it's kind of a nice inspiring way, you know, send photos of how your skin's looking, take pictures and sort of notice yourself on this sort of the plumpness of the fine lines here, the more evenness of the skin. Like I said, I noticed a lot more glowy, dewy, I love a dewy complexion. You know, your hair will take a bit longer because hair grows quite slowly, but it does get thicker. It gets more glossy. You know, your nails will get stronger. There's so many plus points with collagen. So let's do a little 3-month collagen club situation. I've got a 20% off that you can use with Correxiko on all products. But I've got a little, for our little collagen club, what I thought we could do is there's a bundle where you'll get the big daddy size, 3 months worth, and the pills, you'll get 3 lots of these. And that is at a really good price. So I'm gonna give you the codes to use. All you've got to do is click at the top here. There's a little arrow. If you click up there where I've written everything, it will all scroll down and I'll put a link through that you can find the bundle. So if you want to do the bundle, you get 3 months worth, and then we can kind of work on this together. Because, you know, I think with anything like this, like I said, health is wealth. It's an investment. Feeling good, looking good, all of the above. You know, it's worth kind of doing it properly, you know, doing it daily, checking out every week to see how things are looking and feeling, and we can kind of compare it together. So I think it would be a really fun little challenge, the 3-month collagen challenge. Who's up for it? Bring it on. Happy New Year, everybody. I sounded drunk then, but I'm really not. High on collagen.